Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Tommy's Celtic Talk, where today we discuss the pre-season and what is our thoughts behind it. Please comment in and give your own views. This is mine. I think it's got me overly excited for the boys going into proper competitive football because the team looks on fire, don't they? DC United, that was one thing. Battering them. I was thinking that would have been a close game. And I was thinking Man City, Chelsea, I was thinking let's not get embarrassed. Put up a competitive fight. 4-3 against Man City. I'm thinking, oh, it was a bit weak at the back, but like fucking fair play to them, they gotta win. Chelsea, 4-1. And it's off the back of a Sterling dive, them getting that penalty to make it 4-1. Other than that, it would have been 4-0. Imagine Sterling, by the way, diving in a friendly. Unacceptable. But if they're having to dive against us when we're at that scoreline, it shows you we've got something going on, don't we? Now, for me, I think the winners have been a big turn up for the Bucks so far in pre-season, i.e. Kuhn. He's been different class. Now, I heard big things about him when he signed in for the club. I heard he was going to be like a Speedy Gonzalez type player, a bit like Paddy Roberts, in the way he plays, and I was excited for that. He was good, not great last season, but from what I've seen of him there, I'm thinking it's going to be one of them players where he doesn't hit the ground running, but then he gets sort of basically a second wind. And I've seen a few players like that come in with Celtic. Palma, another one, where he hit the ground. He was up. He hit the ground running, didn't he, when he came into Celtic? But then he sort of slowed off. But he's looking big time himself, which was a worry for me coming into the season. I was thinking, with Jota gone, Abada gone, have we really replaced him with these winners? So it would be a big money saver for us if we get these boys firing on all cylinders, which I think they are. Mikey Johnson, I know you mentioned his name and he's injured. You look at him, he's injured. You breathe on him, he snapped his legs. But I'm going to say it, I think he looks good. Championship football, West Brom last season. Apparently, I watched a few games as well. He looked good, and he was playing a few games. He didn't get injured, and that's good to hear. So you look at Ryan Christie, Adger, we loaned out Kilmarnock, Ryan Christie, Aberdeen. We've had players we've loaned out. It wasn't working for them. Liam Scales even. We're bringing them back and they look like a different player. I'm hoping Mikey Johnson, that could be what happens with him as well. I think Matt O'Reilly, I kept saying, I was saying to my dad earlier on in the season, like, when all the links were coming in for Matt O'Reilly, I was like, look, we can find centre mids. It's not the end of the world. Like, if we get in big money for him, I'm taking that back now. I think he's going to be a focal point of the team this season. I tell you, the big difference between, say, 2020 and now, where we had good players and they weren't performing, is the chemistry in that team. You can see it burning through them. You can tell they get on well with each other. You can tell they're having a good time on the pitch, and I think that's just as important as quality. And I think we've got that in abundance. And between them getting on well with each other, playing as well as they're doing, I think you lose Matt O'Reilly in that team. The way they're playing, it's going to have an effect on them. I think we put the stops out. We're getting the money from the Champions League. Hold on to them and have a right go at it this year, because we won't know. Like I'm predicting straight away next weekend with Kilmarnock, we're going to obliterate them. Like Kilmarnock, you're probably like me. I always keep track of the Scottish teams, like early on in the season, like for the Europa League qualifiers, Conference League qualifiers, because I always want to see them do well. That's where I'm more of a Scottish League fan than just a Celtic fan. But Kilmarnock, they drew I think it was at home as well. They drew at Rugby Park. St Mirren drew away from home. That was an impressive result. But Kilmarnock, I think the way we're playing there, we get them on the weekend, it's going to be trouble for them. The other side of the city, you have Rangers, who they've been letting everybody go, haven't they? I mean, Barisic, Lundstrom, I think Ryan Jack's gone, McLaughlin. There's been links with Goldson going, Tavernier going, Turkey. Um, uh, Kamar Roof, striker, gone. And I was thinking, why? You know, the players going, big name players for the team, and the fact that they're struggling to get the stadium set up for the season. No, they ordered in parts, and they're not coming till midway for the season. Some bollocks like that. You wouldn't have started that project if you didn't get your the items to start doing it. You wouldn't have fucking got anything started at all with that project. So for me, there's more that's going on behind the scenes with Rangers, i.e. financial problems that could be fucking going again. Now, I don't want to see that, to the extent of what happened before, but I don't think they're in a good place at the minute. Letting players go the way they're going, the whole stadium embargo, I don't think they're going to be a problem for us this season. I think they've got a bit of a build on their hands just to stay afloat. I think, they've done their same old bollocks again, but we're in a very good position and we need to be looking beyond Rangers this season. We all love a good smashing of them dirty bastards, but I think this season, how it is with clubs like us, like Ajax. The big players go to the big teams. We get ripped apart. It's an annoying part about football, but I think we're getting past it here. If he was gone, he would have been gone. The likes of Matt O'Reilly, and Kyogo was linked. That sort of way. We've kept these players. This is the year we'll go for Europe. If we're doing that, I know it's a friendly. Likes a Chelsea, likes a Man City. It gives you that bit of belief for the players. Say they went out in that friendly. I remember we got beat, 6-1 by West Ham in Ange's first season, the pre-season. It really gives you dampeners, doesn't it, about the big teams, say England. It makes you think we'll still be able to take out, say that between the pot 3, pot 4 team we normally did in Europe. Always think like that. But results like that just give you that wee bit of belief, and I firmly believe it's the same with the players as well, as we can do something here. And especially with the new Champions League format that is implemented this season, which apparently gives the chance back to teams like us, who basically, you get put in a group where there's two teams you don't have a hope in hell of getting a result against, and then there's a team where it's about level playing field. This gives teams like Celtic, the Ajaxes, Feyenoords more of a chance of getting more European success, and I'm all for it. And a certain someone did very well in pre-season as well, Kasper Schmeichel, where I got comments in when I did my video of, fair enough, I jumped the gun a bit with done deal or whatever, or he's here, I wrote on the title. And here's one of the comments here where it's, we won't be able to get Schmeichel, his wages are too high. I would play Scott Bain, and basically it would be a lot cheaper. The Celtic board would love you, Colin, because you would be saving us severe money. We mightn't get any success, but you would certainly be saving us money. But it's not Peter Law, penny pension this season. We're going in a proper keeper, and I'm sure you're happy to see that as well. But that'll wrap it up there. I think the pre-season was the best we've had in years. Please comment in. Feel free to comment in and give your opinions on it as well. Where do you think we can go this season? Is the plan just go for the treble, or is the plan do something in Europe for once? I don't mean go out and win it. I mean look at Rangers. Look at Rangers in that Europa League final they got to in about, what was it, 2-3 years ago now? Why can't we do that? That team we have there would beat that team 99 times out of 100. They got the whole way to a final. We need to start thinking that same way as well. Shake off this fear in Europe that we are just a domestic team. If we get a win at Celtic Park and a draw or something, at least we're respectable. I think we can be a bit better than just being respectful in Europe. I think we can do something to fucking create a few memories again, and a bit of feel-good factor with the Celtic fans that I think you all can agree that we're well overdue for.